You ready to get into this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ayoo Chill Podcast. We're here in the beautiful Alpha Wave Studios in Whippany, New Jersey. Welcome back. Haven't seen y'all since our last podcast. Big shout out to C.146. I might have messed that up, but that is my new friend. If you couldn't tell by the end of that podcast, it was getting pretty crazy. But enough about my friend and enough about the beautiful studio here at Alpha Waves in Whippany, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of us today, to the right of your screen, in front of me, we have the one and only Envy from Paterson, New Jersey. How are we doing today, Mr. Envy?
I'm doing great, bro. How are you?
I'm doing great, dog. You know, so
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me on here, bro.
Yeah,
like,
of
it did
course.
ask me a lot, bro.
dude, of course, dog.
I can't stop
I
smiling.
think it's well worth it. You've had one insane year, but before we'll have time to get into all of that. And actually, let me just do a quick time check here. We'll have time to get into all of that and talk about, you know, what you're doing today. But I think what I first wanted you to do is just introduce yourself to the people and let them know, you know, who you are and what you're about.
So my artist name is Envy. Born and raised in Paterson, New Jersey. I'm an independent artist. Yeah, like I'm just going full throttle with music, bro. It's like my dream. So that's just really what I'm focused on right now.
Absolutely, dog. So, dude, let's just hop right into it, dude. Where did life start for you?
What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, where are you born?
I was born in Paterson, New Jersey. I think I was born in like St. Joseph's.
Shout out St. Joe's. Same hospital that I was born in.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so we close to home. I was born with my twin brother, Prazus. Shout out Prazus. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for him. But yeah, born and raised in Paterson. Never really left the States. I lived in Arizona for a very short time. Once my dad got locked up, so we had to move over there. That's when we came back.
Mm-hmm.
And I just stood in Jersey since.
Wow. So talk to me a little bit then about your upbringing up in Paterson. What was that like growing up there?
Man, it was fun, you feel me? We had fun with what we had, you feel me? Like, also being in, like, the slums, you feel me? It was really in the project, so we were very limited on going to certain places because, like, there was, like, beef and shit, but we really made fun with everything we had, you feel me? We had a park, we had, like, a basketball court, and early on, it wasn't that bad until, like, obviously we started getting older and shit started getting really, really bad around the time I left, but, yeah, it was crazy for me just, like, looking back at it now, it's just, like, I can't believe that I lived, like, in a place like that, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, to compare to where I'm living now, so.
Word up.
I grew up with fucking police, fucking sirens, ambulance sirens, like, all that shit. Gunshots.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I think a lot of people hate on Paterson, but I feel like there's a lot of beautiful parts to it. What were, like, the biggest things that you learned from, like, living over there in the projects in Paterson?
It taught me to be humble and to be appreciative with what I have. Like I said, like, we didn't really have it like that growing up. My mom did her best to fucking keep us, like, situated, keep us good. And it definitely did teach me to be fucking humble and, like, appreciate life, because life over there with certain people is very short. You feel me? Like, I lost a couple people that I knew. And I don't know. It's just crazy down there.
Word up. So when did this interest in music start to come out for you?
Man, I always was interested into music because my mom, you feel me? Like, she would listen to, like, Avril Lavigne, Neo, Chris Brown growing up, you feel me? So, like, I'll listen to that shit and just cry listening to it with her. And, like, I always had a love for it, but growing up, I never planned on making music, you feel me? I wanted to be, like, a football player, a wrestler. Didn't work out, obviously not, but yeah, like, me making music now, I never ever planned on doing it. You feel me? It's just like I blinked once and now I'm doing this. Yeah.
Word. So, but you said, like, you know, you would listen to your mom, kind of like listen to music too. So, like, when was it, like, the first times that you tried to, like, make your own music or even, like, thought about, like, doing that?
I did it. I tried it when I was 17 because of Prazus. Shout out Prazus. He had, like, a fucking, like, a setup in our little hallway when we used to live in Clifton. But prior to Clifton, my brother was already making beats. You feel me? So, like, I would just be there. Fuck, I remember the video that inspired him, J. Cole. I think it was during his Forest Hills Drive tour. He was just making beats on a tour bus, and I was there next to my brother when he fell in love with making beats. So, like, he was, like, scavenged. Like, he had, like, a toy piano and shit. But fast forward, we're, like, 17. He had a little area. He had a piano, fucking computer, and a microphone that was, like, in a closet. So he would make beats, and during high school, bro, all I was focused about was girls and smoking, you feel me? I wasn't fucking worried about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, like, yo, Angel, damn, I just exposed my government. He said, Angel, yo, recording the fucking like record some shit, right? So I was like, oh, fuck it, why not? I think I was high. So I recorded one time on again. I immediately fell in love with it, bro. And just as a joke, you know what I'm trying to say? So I never planned on it, and to see what I'm doing now is just crazy, bro. Like my brother dead ass saved my life because of that shit.
Word up, dog. So you talked a lot about how, you know, you got some music influence from your mom.
Yeah.
But your mom is also a singer.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, but that's the love of my life. You feel me? I got her on me. You feel me? Like she would always do karaoke. Like we'll have like house parties and she'll be singing. Growing up it was kind of annoying. You feel me? Because like we'll be trying to sleep and like we're here singing, but like looking back at it now, it's just so beautiful, and it definitely played a part in with what I'm doing today. So, my mom, she was on TV on I think Telemundo for some show called Yo Me Llamo, and I would watch her on TV. You feel me? Like she went to fucking, I forgot where it was, but I'd be back home. She was gone for a while, so we'd just come together as a family and watch her on TV. It gets me emotional thinking about it now, and I feel like that shit definitely did something to my brain, and it showed me that anything is possible. You feel me? Like seeing your mom on TV, it's just like holy fucking shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I wish I was older now so I could actually feel it. Because if it was me now, bro, Lord knows how happy I'd be, bro. But seeing it then, I was like, oh shit, yo, my mom on TV. I'm like young as hell. But it was definitely inspiring, and she also played a huge part in like what I'm doing today.
Word up, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching up until this point of the podcast. I'm here to remind you that if you want to continue to help support Ayoo Chill and its goal of uplifting the music culture and community in New Jersey through art, please consider going to ayoochill.com. That's AYOO chill.com. Cop yourself some merch. We got hoodies, we got tote bags, we got water bottles, we got this really cool notebook that I designed myself with a bunch of words that have to do with Jersey. Definitely support the movement, support me. And if you can't, that's fine. The best thing you can do besides that is leave a like and comment on this video down below and just tap in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out my Instagram page at Ayoo Chill Studios on Instagram, Ayoo Chill Studios on TikTok, Ayoo Chill Podcast, Ayoo Chill Studios. Also, we have 2 YouTube channels on the YouTube, so go check that out. Check out again, AYOO Chill.com. Help support the movement. And if you can, you could even donate on the website as well. I appreciate you guys so much. Now back to your regular scheduled podcast. So for the people who don't know, what is actually like your background? Like what's your ethnicity?
I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican.
Mexican and Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Do you speak any Spanish?
Hell no. I only know curse words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word up. Do you ever plan to make any type of Spanish music?
Yeah, I feel like I've thought about it. Like I'd have to learn about it.
I think you'd kill it. You have to look for it.
I'd have to fucking really apply myself to it. You feel me? Like if I do that, because I definitely want to do like, I'm gonna do rap. I want to do like all sounds. If I fucking touch down on the Spanish sound, that's a whole different fan base. But I'd be able to take over the world, bro.
Word up, bro.
So I think that's something I definitely want to do down on the line.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bounce around too much, but I just figured I'd ask that a little bit because I feel like that kind of like applies. I think it's a big part of like not necessarily the identity you have now, but like, you know, when I look at your family, I see a Latino family.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. And we have seen your mom perform once at the MadMinds stage.
Yeah.
She got picked off of the what's it called?
The wheel?
The wheel.
Yeah.
How was it like watching her perform at MadMinds?
Surreal, bro. Like, she hasn't performed like that in a while, you know. So like, I was the front one on the stage. So like, it's just, it brings me a different sense of happiness seeing her do that. You feel me? Because she loves to do what I do. You know what I'm trying to say? And I love to do what she does. And so to see your mom doing that shit, it's just like it could bring a tear to your eye.
Yeah, dude. Of course, man. And you know what? Like, I'm still trying to pick at here your beginnings, and what I really want to know is in the first part before you got into MadMinds, because we met through MadMinds. We met you at the first episode of MadMinds Live, where Big Tink was there. I missed that guy, by the way.
Shout out Big Tink.
Shout out Big Tink. What were you doing beforehand, before MadMinds, to like really like get into this music, you know, that you're into today?
Before I was working on music, I was performing, but I wasn't getting nowhere with it. I was like just stuck in the same spot. Like I wasn't doing nothing with my life a year ago. I was in a toxic relationship. Just music wasn't really going anywhere. Like I was trying, but I didn't really fully try. Now that I look back at it, bro, I didn't really apply it. So I've always been on the music grind, like for a couple of years already. But I started now putting myself out more, and now it's a whole different field now. You feel me? Like I didn't expect my life to change this much in just a year.
Yeah, because I feel like we're really talking to you in your, for lack of better words, this is still like the very beginning part
Yeah.
of like, your career. I think so.
Yeah, I'm in my early stages.
Yeah, I think so. And although you have seen much success so far, I still feel like there's a lot of I think respectfully said there's a lot of growth still, into like what you're going to do and like
Hell yeah.
what the next level is after this. And it's actually even funny. I could divulge into a whole bunch of different topics right now. So you were not getting anywhere with music. Talk to me then about how you found MadMinds and then where it went after that first experience.
So I used to do shows. Black Heart Society shows. So I was doing shows like way before I entered MadMinds. So I met a lot of people that been to MadMinds, So like I'll see it on my story and shit. And like I remember I almost didn't come to the first MadMinds because I was scared, but I saw it through somebody's story. Somebody that went to a Black Heart show. I think somebody that performed at a Black Heart show too. So I was like, yo, let me just fucking do it, bro. I went, and that was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, bro. And it helped me a lot mentally, and that shit that actually saved my life, bro.
So what was like that then? Like what was the whole, talk to me throughout that whole day from top to bottom. When you woke up that day to then getting on stage.
I mean, that was the first show since the lung surgery. So I was already ready, bro. I was pumped, and like I knew it was like a little tournament. So I was with my mom, the girl I was with at the time, and like I remember telling them like, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna win this shit, bro." Like, and like I had my whole outfit. I went to the mall the day before to get my outfit. You feel me? And like it was such an amazing moment, and I really like knew that I was gonna fucking kill that shit because like it was like a energy that I needed to release, right? So prior going to MadMinds, I just knew that I was gonna fucking win. It's weird, bro. Like I feel like the things I say usually happen, and I'm gonna touch down on that more as we go on to this podcast. But yeah, bro.
Word up. How was it like then? What was going through your mind when you were on that stage that first time?
All blacked out, so I don't even fucking know, bro. It's just like I was fucking shaking, my heart beating on my chest, bro. The first person I fucking spoke to when I walked through the door was Lorenzo, bro. Shout out Lorenzo. Like he's like, yo, I like your outfit. I was like, oh, I appreciate you, bro. Like he's some tall motherfuckers. I'm like, I appreciate you. I dab him up and shit. And like that first interaction, like I'm very big on energy, bro. Like I could read a person. So he just came at me with just such positive energy, and like I just immediately got comfortable. I was like, I bet. And obviously I didn't expect to get picked, but I did bring a lot of people. And I remember when I think it was Progress. He said Envy, and everybody, like my family and friends, they got so loud. So I was like, oh shit, that shit made it even more like nerve wracking, So that's when I got picked. I was just waiting for my turn, heart beating out of my chest, bro. I went to the bathroom, fucking getting sweats and shit. Like I was so scared, but yeah, that was like the first show that I came back. When I came back, and I was a different artist.
So during that show, you were kind of, let's get into your struggles with your lungs, your surgeries, how you got into all of that. Because I honestly would have never told that you were sick at all. When you got up on stage and you did everything there, and throughout the year, you've made this, a clear part of your identity, of what you've been through, the struggles that your mom has also been through, talking about that, the love that you have within your family. What part, when did this first get introduced to your life?
Well, the problems. I remember prior to the lung collapse, bro, I got very sick. I remember I was just fucking coughing for weeks, bro. And I was coughing for weeks. And then just one fucking morning, like on June, I woke up and like everything changed since that day. So I remember that morning I woke up. I was with the girl I was with at the time. So the night before, bro, everything was fine. You feel me? Like I think we were eating quick check or something, and I woke up that morning, bro, and I just had some feeling in my chest, bro. And like that intuition shit is real. Something told me, my nigga, something wasn't right, bro. So I went to the bathroom and I called my mom, panicking, bro, panicking. And mind you, I didn't feel any pain. So the girl I was with, she was like, "Oh, you're probably just having anxiety, this and that." And I'm like, "Nah, bro." Like that's when my mom came with Steven and they dropped me off to the hospital, and it just felt like a movie, bro. And everything happened so fast. So it was like a smack in the face, you feel me? I felt like
So if you can, kind of like walk me through that, like slowly. Like, so you were just chilling the night before.
yeah.
You go into the bathroom. What are you feeling like when you're in there?
Fear. I was feeling like so scared, bro, in the bathroom. And
What did you feel inside your chest?
it was like a sensation. Like whenever I move, it'll follow, but it'll be like a delayed feeling. It was a sensation. And I remember I was on the toilet and like I was like, "Yo, I'm chilling, bro. Relax. You're fine." And little do I know, nigga, my fucking lung is just like shrunken. But I didn't feel any pain. And I just remember just like telling my mom to pull up because this was before I lived in Linden. And they came, picked me up. But like it felt so long, bro. You feel me? Like time slowed down for that part. So I was just there like hunched over, like I couldn't breathe. And like the girl I was with, she didn't really seem like concerned. So yeah, that shit was looking in the back of my mind too. So the way there, like I'm low key cursing at like the driver because like he's trying to keep talking to me. I'm like, "Yo, bro, like I'm in utterly shock. Like I'm like scared for my life, bro." And I didn't even know what was happening. So I remember I pulled up to the hospital spot. They put something in my face like to breathe, and I'm just chilling. If I'm recording Snapchats on my phone, and they're about to send me home, and some dude low key saved my life, bro. He came. He was like, "We're gonna do a chest X-ray just to make sure that, excuse me, just to make sure that your chest is fine." I was like, "Okay," thinking nothing of it, bro. And he leaves, and I'm talking to the girl I'm with, and just the lady comes in. She's like, "Okay, so we have a tiny problem. You have a tiny hole in your lung, and we just gotta like close it up." I'm like, "What you mean?" Like, bro, I almost shit myself. Like, what you mean? And that's when like just mad doctors just bursting through the door. And I remember just like getting laid down on the hospital bed, and they just like dragged me, like they rushed me to the thing. And I'm just thinking nothing of it. I'm like, all right, I don't know what they're gonna do, but like I have no choice but to face whatever God let happen that day. So I had to fucking face it. And the doctor came in, and he was like, "Yo, you have like a large hole in your lung. Like you need surgery. Like it's life threatening, bro. You could almost die." And he was talking to my mom, and he said that I almost went into a cardiac arrest. And I just immediately saw my mom crying, but the girl I was with had no emotion whatsoever, bro. And it was just like so weird to me. But I just couldn't focus about that right now. And I laid down on the bed, and like they taped my arm up because this is where they did the incision, right? And they said they had to inject me with ketamine. So I was like, "Fuck, yeah!" I just had to face everything, bro. And I was telling myself, like, "God, like if this is what you want to happen right now," because I was really talking to God in my mental, bro. If this is like what's supposed to happen, bro, I have no choice but to go on with it. So I remember just closing my eyes and taking it, breathing in, breathing out. They injected it, bro. I saw some crazy shit, bro. Like I can't explain what I saw. All I saw was like I saw like my life on a strip, and it was like frames. Like I don't know, it was so weird, and it just felt like a clock was ticking. That's it was so weird, like some futuristic shit, but it's like white. And I remember during that trip, I saw like one side white and one side black. And on the left side, like during the trip, I see people working, but on the dark side, it's just nothingness. So I remember I I wake up from it and everything just felt like a filter was in my eyes, you know? So like everything's just so disoriented. And I was coming back to myself and I remember just asking the girl, like, is this real? Like, is this really happening right now? And I remember just talking to her and just like apologizing for all the things I did, you feel me? Because we had a very toxic relationship. So I was just apologizing for that. And like she's telling me, yo, everything's gonna be okay. Like I remember holding her hand and I remember just talking about music. I think that's when something changed in my brain. I remember talking about music and how I wanna help people's lives. I wanna change people's lives with, because I always knew that like my intentions with music is pure. You feel me? I want to help people, and I was already struggling with depression prior to that. So it's just always been a fucking mental battle, and on top of just being in a toxic relationship, and now that happening, the first thing I could think about was music, despite everything. And I don't remember what happened after that. They just put the tube into me. It didn't really hurt though. You feel me? But I feel like what really hurt was definitely like the tube. It was like irritating my lung. You feel me? And it was just like a very bad pain. Like during the healing process. And like during all that, it was just a toxic relationship battle too, bro. Like I was arguing with the girl and shit too. So it was just crazy.
Why don't we pause right here for a second? Just before we get into like the aftermath and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe we could recap a little bit. So you get brought to the hospital. You're in the bed thinking that things are okay. They take an x-ray. They said that there was a hole in your lung.
Yeah.
Did they explain exactly like what it was and how it happened?
Yeah. I even have a picture. So basically my lung had like a couple bubbles on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly believe like prior I was coughing like bad, bro. Like I was sick for like a week coughing. I felt like every time I would cough, it probably made the bubbles bigger. Mm-hmm. That's when it just fucking popped and it shrunk my lung. And there was just air leaking from that large hole. Like I had a large pneumothorax, so that's just really bad. And I saw it through a picture too. Like it was fucking big ass bubbles, bro. It was crazy.
And so what? So you being sick created the coughing created the bubbles?
I feel like it did, bro. Because I was sick as fuck, bro. I remember just that whole period. It was like so dark, bro. That whole period I was just sick as fuck. And I was underweight, smoking every day. So, yeah, I think that's what caused it, and smoking that vapes. So if you're smoking vapes, stop smoking that shit.
Stop hitting the vapes, yo.
Dead ass. Yeah, that shit I almost lost my life to that shit, bro.
So then the surgery that they did on you, were you awake for it?
Nah. They put me to sleep for the lung surgery, not the tubes. The tubes was ketamine, but for the lung surgery, they put me on anesthesia.
And how long was you at the hospital for?
The first time I was in that shit for like 3 weeks.
And so what was that? So then, yeah, because I was thinking like all this happened in a day. So you get to the hospital. That same day they check out your x-rays. What's happening those next few days then?
I'm just in the hospital bed, bro. I can't move. Like I couldn't eat, couldn't move. I was like off medication, so I didn't feel pain. And like during all that too, bro, it's just like I was low key like arguing with my girl and shit at the time. You feel me? So that's really all I remember from it. It was a lot.
You feel like the weeks went by fast or slow?
That was probably the slowest weeks of my life, bro. So it was just like torture, bro. Just being there, just not there, but nothing with your thoughts, bro. And during that period, bro, I wasn't okay up here. So I'm just there. But I tried my best to be positive. And I think that was a huge test. So, and today, I'm not who I was a year ago. Like, I feel like that whole experience, that version of me killed me. Like, that year fucking killed me, bro. And I feel like if I were to have passed away that day, I feel like I would have went to hell, bro. I would have went to hell, bro, because I was, like, during that period, I was disconnected from everything, bro. But I just had some sort of faith in God, you feel me? But it wasn't as much as it is now, you know? Because, like, I was in a dark place.
What was going through your mind in the hospital during those 3 weeks?
Music and just trying to get through it, bro. All I was thinking about was music, bro. And that's when during that shit, Turk ended up hitting me up, bro. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what happened? That's when I told him everything. But that whole week, those past weeks were just like trying to just not think too much of it.
So this happened. When in your life did this happen exactly? Then
A year ago. What do you mean?
so this happened before or after the performance, your first performance at MadMinds?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just freshly off of surgery, bro. I wasn't even supposed to perform at that show, bro, because like they said like you need to still heal, but I was like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. I got to do that. But yeah, bro, it was a crazy experience, bro, and that shit definitely changed me, bro.
So then you got the surgery. The surgery is when they patched up the holes.
They didn't patch it up. I don't know what the fuck they did, bro. They didn't want to tell me fully because obviously not, but they did like a glue to like close up the wounds. And yo, bro, I got like scars for life on like my ribs, bro. It's crazy.
Were you like nervous for the surgery itself, like
Oh
prepping for
fuck
it?
yeah, hell yeah, bro. It was like they was telling me, yo, it's gonna happen in like an hour. That's when it was like, oh, they had to move it back another hour, or oh, now you got to do it the next day. So it was just like, oh, it was like a fucking roller coaster, bro.
What were the last things that you remember when did they put a mask on you or did they inject you to put you to sleep?
Dude, I had some dope ass fucking doctor, bro. He had like a big ass like gold chain. I remember them rolling me in, bro. Like when I was getting rolled in, I was trying to be positive, so I had a smile on my face, bro. Like there's certain things that like people don't know, you feel me? Because I'm living it. I remember when they were rolling me to the surgery, I had nothing but faith in God, bro, and I had the biggest smile on my face to like face that shit. So I guess doing that, bro, I ended up getting rolled into the room and like they're blasting music. All the doctors are fucking dancing and shit, and they're like, "Yo, you ready, bro?" I'm like, yeah, like not really, but like yeah, and like he just had like a dope ass vibe, bro. You could tell he liked rap. So funny, and fell asleep. Next thing you know, I woke up. I'm like, oh shit, like where the fuck am I? But like it was like a cool fucking like vibe, yo. It was like those fucking dancing and shit, bro. That music playing.
Yeah, it's funny because I had surgery once and unfortunately it was a really bad experience, but it wasn't a bad experience as in like the doctors were all incredible, the staff was incredible. It was just the after, like I remember like talking to the doctor, the surgeon, right as he put the mask on his face. He's like, "You're not gonna last 5 seconds." It's like, "I bet, watch," and then 2 seconds later, I was out. Like literally, like straight up, it wasn't even close. And then when I woke up, I was just in so much pain after the surgery, and they had to keep giving me shots of morphine because I kept passing out from the pain. And I remember I was like, "Yo, let my parents in here," and they're like, "You need to be stable." I'm like, "Bro, I'm stable," but I wasn't.
Nah, bro. They had me on there. They had me off so much shit, bro. There was a point they gave me like Percocet, and I had a cute doctor from what I thought. So I'm high as hell, bro. One morning I woke up in the hospital, and like she's walking. It's early as hell. The sun is like beaming on her, bro. I'm high as fuck off Percocet, bro. And I'm like looking at her. I'm like, yo, I gotta marry her. Like I think this is the love of my life, bro. Days after I got discharged, I was sober and I saw her again. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking, bro? I was like, what the fuck, yo? That true story, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Was she not pretty?
She wasn't, nah, bro.
All right. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for saving his life.
Yeah, not weird, bro. Nah, but she it wasn't like the real doctor. She would come in and just like check my vitals and stuff. But yeah, bro. I thought she was like the most prettiest woman on earth off Percocet. It was crazy.
Shout out Percocet.
Nah, word.
Word up, dog. So now let's get into. So you have your surgery. Did the you got out the hospital? How did it feel getting discharged from the hospital that day?
I was so happy, bro. It's like a weight was just like taken off me. But I was still like during that time I was still like struggling with depression. I was very insecure. I lost mad weight. So but being back home is just it felt so good, bro. But it just didn't.
What was that first day back at home like?
I remember that shit too. I remember it was a hot day. I walked out the hospital, and I was just like couldn't wait to go home to the girl I was with at the time, my mom, my sister, and it was fine. You feel me? Like I missed home so much during like that period, but you never realize how much you miss it when you're just like not allowed to be there. And it's kind of hard. You feel me? I had to like try and get my strength back. It was hard to shower. It was hard to eat. It was hard to go down my steps. So it's hard for me to like live those days because it's just like I have PTSD from it, but I need to fucking speak about it. But the first day back was pretty good. There was a lot of arguments though.
What was the biggest thing that you struggled with when you got back home?
The relationship and just like the trauma from everything. It was really hard. This was really, really hard.
Besides music, because I know like music helped you a lot. What was the biggest thing that like helped you push through?
God. This is the only thing on my mind. God and music. Like I feel like God removed the things that didn't benefit me in my life. You feel me? Like he took out all the shit that was killing me, bro. Like the vape. Eventually, Shorty ended up giving up on me. So he just like wiped all that shit away. I didn't want him to. But once he did that, that's when my life started getting better. Feel me? Like I'm not as depressed anymore. I still struggle with PTSD from everything. I get depressed sometimes, but it's not as bad as it was before. But God he took everything that didn't like benefit me like spiritually, emotionally out the way, bro. And that's really it, bro. I was just thinking about God. Like I felt alone because like nobody understood like what I went through. You feel me? To this day, I still feel kind of alone because like I went through some shit that like a normal 21-year-old didn't have to see. You feel me? Like a surgery, a breakup, all at once. You know what I'm trying to say? So I still feel alone in that. Like I feel like people wouldn't really ever understand me. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah.
So, how deep do you want to get into this whole? You talk a lot about your relationship and your struggles with both the health, the lungs, the getting into music, dedicating your life to music, God. How deep do you want to get into how the relationship affected you? Because now we're getting into the part of your story where you performed at MadMinds, and now it's like
Continue.
now it's like you want to just you're basically now at the point where what's pushing you forward past this? Because I know that why am I blanking on the song, the Annette song?
Oh man, that's like one of my biggest songs, bro.
That's the song that really kind of like I think put you on the map for everybody.
Yeah.
Very catchy tune. Obviously has insane lyrics inside of it. I wouldn't say insane, but it has lyrics that obviously send a clear message. And not only that, you're singing it on every single stage to the point where people are now catching the tune. And now you're kind of revealing more and more of the story. How much did this break up? And how many like how do you want to go about into this? Because I just like I'm really it's you're allowed to say whatever you want. I'd prefer you not mentioning any names.
Oh,
I don't know.
of course not.
But like, like how deep do you want to get into like how this relationship now affected the trajectory of like
Man.
where you're going into now?
I feel like the breakup that shit put me on the right path, bro. That shit hurt like a bitch. You feel me? They caught in that song. Shout out Steven, my mom's boyfriend. I remember I wrote that song in like fucking 10 minutes, bro. Cause like there's another part to the lung surgery. Like after the MadMinds show I did, the first one, my lung collapsed. My left one collapsed like a couple days after that. And during that event, Shorty gave up on me during all that. So a couple months later, I find out she has like a new, you feel me? So
Wait. We're speeding up a little bit. Your left lung collapsed.
yes.
So first your right lung collapsed.
Yeah. Then
Did your left lung collapse off based on the same thing?
yes.
So did you have to go through another 3 weeks of surgery?
Nah, this one, since they knew what was wrong, it was quicker. But my left lung collapsed on Halloween last year.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was about to hit another year for that one. So
And it was the same problem.
yeah, but this time it was worse.
How so?
The pain, the physical and emotional. I could talk about that day too. I was talking to my mom that morning, and we were having like a wholesome conversation. The sun is like golden, like it's like a golden hour. I'm literally just having a wholesome conversation with my mother, right? She goes downstairs. I cough. I felt pain immediately everywhere. Boom, on my lung, and my back, and my shoulder. That shit hurt so fucking bad, bro. And I remember just like propping up and just like hunching over, like, oh shit, yo, I think my left lung is collapsing. I bolt downstairs, bro. I run to my mom. I was like, yo, mom, I need to go to the hospital. Like, I think my lung collapsed. She's like, oh, Bobby, like, you're okay, bro. Like, you're probably like overthinking, bro. I was like, nah, mom. Like, I feel like a terrible pain. So I went to the hospital, and that shit was the worst experience ever, bro. Lasted pretty short, but it was fucking crucial, bro. Like, it hurt so bad. Same process all over again, you feel me? But this time I don't think they injected me with that much ketamine. So like I felt like the tube like going into my lung. I felt like my lung like throbbing. It was just really, 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 really fucking bad. And the pain was fucking intense, bro. It was unbearable. Like I remember like being in that hospital room and just like crying because like the pain was so bad. You feel me? Like anytime I moved, like it would like hit a nerve and it felt like I had like a fucking hot knife like stabbing my chest. So that experience was what really changed everything, bro.
So how long after you went to the hospital did they have the surgery?
Oh, they did it pretty quick because like I was already telling them like, yo, y'all gonna have to like do another lung surgery on me. Like I fucking knew it already. They was like, oh, don't say that, don't say that. I had to, so I did it like 2 or 3 days. That's when I had to stay there for like a week or 2 weeks. And yeah, that shit was terrible. And like during all that, the breakup.
So did this breakup happen during your time in the hospital or after?
During, from what I remember.
Do you wanna talk about it?
From like my experiences, just had somebody give up on me at like literally my lowest. You feel me? Like left me for dead type shit. So that's really where I'm gonna go with that. But because of that experience, like that shit dead ass changed everything for me. You feel me? Like once I got out the hospital, I started taking music 1,000 times more serious. Like that shit, it killed me, bro. Like it really did. But now I'm like a completely different person now.
So what about the breakup though during that time? Like what do you think it showed you? What did you learn?
That people really don't care. And like, I do a stone cold, nigga. Like no emotion during all that shit. But it did show me that like people really don't care, and I just had to face it. You feel me? Like, but I couldn't really blame her, cause I was toxic myself. I was insecure. I didn't love myself, so it was just like a whole madness, bro. And I feel like that relationship really did play a huge part of my career. You feel me? And it just awoken a new like artist. You feel me? Like Envy a year ago to today, I'm completely better. Like I feel like that shit definitely changed everything, bro. So I'm kind of happy I went through that. I'm happy I experienced that relationship because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today.
So why don't we talk then about what Caught in a Net was the first big song, right?
Yes.
Still probably your biggest song, I think, so far.
Yeah, fucking everybody's singing it, bro.
Everybody knows that song. What was going in through your mind when you were writing the song?
I was just so angry, bro, because like I ended up finding out that she had like another guy. So I was just so fucking angry, bro. And one thing about my music, bro, I'm very open with it for me. So I'm not afraid to say it. Like I was hurt, and I just transferred all that energy into that song, and I wrote that shit in like 10 minutes with my mom and her boyfriend and Prazus in the room. And they was like, "Yo, that shit is fire," and they gassed it up, and that's when I recorded it, and boom, I dropped it on January 11th for my project Edge of Time. Yeah, so that was like my first body of work after the surgery was Suicide Love Volume 1. I was working on that like after the surgery. Like obviously I had to chill out for a while, but that was the first tape I dropped. Did pretty good. I had Losing Control on it and Suicide Love, the song. Those are the 2 songs I performed at the open mic. Mm-hmm. So that project definitely like brought me around you guys. But the Caught in a Net song, it was at a very, very like dark point in my life. I ain't gonna lie. So that's why that song is, the lyrics are the way it is, bro. You feel me? Like I was so upset. But it's one of my favorite songs to this day.
So then talk to me a little bit about how much does this like breakup now affect the songs that you write today?
I'm still healing from it. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the best way I could like express myself. Cause the other side from the surgery, I deal with just paranoia and just like PTSD, anxiety. So that like I'm trying to learn how to transfer that into my music. I think I transfer that when I perform on stage. I'm just like letting everything out. But when it comes to singing, I'm letting out the emotional pain. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
When did it start getting more serious for you during Mad Minds?
After the January 26th show, the takeover, when I performed in front of like my first like 400 or 500 crowd like set, that show was like, oh shit, nah, bro, I gotta keep going. That show is like that show got me through like everything, bro. Like Mad Minds really like changed my life, bro. Like, and that was like the only thing I was thinking about. You feel me? And like it just kept me like focused. I wasn't worried about everything that happened. You feel me? I was processing emotions, but I wanted to do that show, bro. So that January 26th show was fucking nuts, bro.
Can you talk to me about like what exactly like you were thinking about upstage when you were performing?
Just fucking leaving my mark. I wanted people to go out, like leave that fucking show, like, oh yo, that MV kid was fire, bro. You feel me? Like, I had Lene there. Shout out Lene from Denver, Colorado. It's my artist from. I found her on fucking SoundCloud, so she ended up being in my collective. So we flew her out, and she was part of that show too. So like, I just definitely wanted to leave my fucking mark there for not only myself, Lene and the Black Heart Society crew.
Word up, dog. Do you know? I know you started getting really involved with the community, and now you're an official part of the Mad Minds team. What was that process like, and how did that get started?
I don't know. Just one day, during like leading up to the January 26th show, I made a news post, and like I put me and Turk in it. You feel me? Because like it's his show, and he liked it. And I remember, I think he asked me like, "Did you edit this?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Dope." And then just one day, he tells me to send him my number. He calls me and he's with Sly Rick. Shout out Sly Rick, love you to death. And like, they was like, "Yo, we have an offer for you. Like, do you want to be a part of Mad Minds?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Like, you feel me? Like, and it was like, "Nah, but like you gotta like dedicate to it." I was like, "Hell yeah, bro! I love that shit, bro. I love Mad Minds like with my whole heart." And like, once they asked me, they were just like making sure I was with it. You feel me? And I was. And now I'm working with them, seeing everything behind the scenes. I was blessed enough to see how it was like as an artist. You know what I'm trying to say? So I was able to see how it was like, and that shit looks so official, bro. And once I got a part of the team, it just felt right. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I connected with everybody there. Like, I get along with everybody. And yeah, bro, it was fucking dope. All it took was a phone call.
You already know what time it is. MadMindsTakeover.com. Come check out the Mad Minds and Ayoo Chill at all the Mad Minds events that we have going on this year. This year, 2025, has been one of the craziest years in the history of Mad Minds. More shows, more people, more music, more artists, growing the community, and just living out our dreams. So if you want to get involved and or come to one of our shows and support the movement, become a part of the movement and a part of the Mad Minds family, head over to MadMindsTakeover.com. Check out our Instagram, check out our TikTok, check out our YouTube. It's all a beautiful thing that we're continuing to grow, and you know, we're one of the biggest people in Jersey doing it. So definitely go check that out, and you can go check out Turkish Royale as well, the main creator of Mad Minds, and just tap in with us. MadMindsTakeover.com. Now back to a regularly scheduled podcast. How involved are you with the Mad Minds team today then? What do you do?
Their media guy, video edit, photo edit. I made some flyers actually recently for them, artist cards. So whatever they ask me to do, or I get that shit done for them.
Word up. Word up. How have you seen Mad Minds grow since you started?
I mean, from when I first went, it was a bunch of fucking artists. You feel me? But like compared to now, bro, that shit is crazy. I'm literally seeing it build up, and I always knew it was gonna do that, bro. And it's not even peaked yet. So I feel like witnessing all that is just like it's a blessing, bro. Like I'm so happy to be a part of a team like that, and they're helping me with my artistry. I help them out, they help me out. So it's just like it's a good thing.
I think one thing that kind of separates the smaller artists to artists who are more serious is kind of finding that person to help you build your career. It is no secret that you are being managed by Mr. Sly Rick.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that relationship and how it's helped you build your career so far?
Man, he's like a fucking like a father figure, bro. He keeps me like grounded. He keeps like he knows, he understands me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so that's somebody I could confide into, and he just keeps me like grounded. You feel me? Like, he tells me what to do, like how I should deal with things. He don't agree with me with certain things I do, but like I don't really care, to be honest. But like, He's just helped me out so much, and like I love that guy to death, bro. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without him, type shit. You feel me? Like he helped me out so much, bro, with music and real life.
How did that end up becoming like official?
We joked about it. I was on a phone call, and I was like, "Yo, you should be my manager." He's like, "Bet." And that's when we didn't really talk about it for a while. Then we had another phone call, and I actually, do you want to manage me, bro? Because during that point, that's when we got really, really close. So leading up to that, he understood who I am, I understood who he was, and he just put me under his wing, bro. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, I'll fucking manage you." And I feel that was a very, very great decision. You feel me? Like he's fucking helped me out, and like I love that guy to death, bro. But yeah.
So what are the goals now? I feel like you're in this weird part of your career where you're doing the good performances, you perform well, you have songs that came out, you really recently released your EP, had a bunch of good songs on it. What is the next project that's
You mean the
active?
album?
Yes, the album, sorry.
The process right now after that, I definitely want to keep pushing out the album. You feel me? I'm trying to get content. You're helping me out with this podcast, photo shoots. I dropped a music video with it, album release party. So I'm still in the rollout. But what's coming up next is I definitely want to work on a couple more projects. But I'm definitely just currently right now I'm just like focused on promoting the album. You feel me? So yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the album then too. Talk to me about how it got started, the name behind it.
Yeah, I try to be as personal as I can with it. I mean, it's a heartbreak album because, like, you feel me? But the intro like says a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? And the process of making the album, it was very it was emotional. You feel me? Because I had to bring myself back to a year ago. You feel me? To make these songs, and I literally transferred all that energy into it, and it just benefited me. And like, I feel like some of my best songs are on there. I've received nothing but positive feedback. I got some bad feedback, you feel me? But it comes with it, you feel me? Like,
What are your favorite songs on the album?
Port of Miami, produced by my brother Prazus. Did You Notice? Let Me Love You, featuring AKA Suge. Shout out my brother Suge. Those are like my top 3 right now. And Shutting Down.
If you had to pick one of the songs there, why don't we take a moment, pick a random song that we like there. I don't know if you have the lyrics on your phone or everything.
I know my lyrics
Yeah?
off the top of my head.
So what's a song that you feel like you want the people to know the in-depth behind the scenes for?
Did You Notice?
Did you notice? All right,
Yeah.
so talk to me about Did You Notice?
So
What is the song about?
it's just about wanting somebody back. You feel me? And just like wanting to prove your worth. You know what I'm trying to say? Because like I know there's a lot of people that definitely got left and replaced, and like you're like, what the fuck? Like, what do you want? Why don't you see me? And like that song, I got off the phone with somebody, and that's just how I felt in that exact moment. You feel me? And it was like obviously it's about my last relationship. It was a lot of damage done. So like the first bar is like, can we clean up this mess we made? So I was like wondering like, can we fix everything even after like all that fucking damage that was done? And can we clean up this? It's way too much, but I do want you to stay, like to just get through it with me. You feel me? And
You want me to play the song into the mic and like
I mean, shit, why not?
go through it a little bit by little? I feel like that'd be interesting.
Yeah. No, but I think that's one of my best written songs.
Maybe for this part of the podcast, I'll actually play the real song there. We'll just kind of listen through it through the mic and be like a little bit,
Yeah.
a little get out. Let's see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is off of Envy's album, Envy.
Yeah.
And this is
Self-titled.
song number 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's song number 2. My bad. Song number 2 on the album. Did You Notice?
Zeus, you made this? Can we mess that we made is way too much, but I do want you to stay. Now every morning I wake up and I pray that you come back to me. I swear that I'll pray. I want you to stay. Everything that was all meant for me, giving to someone else. I know it's hard to tell. I'll give you everything because we are meant to be. Girl, you were made for me. 'Cause you left me far behind. I gave you my all, but babe, you crossed the line when you left me looking stupid. You know this. Everything went wrong. Did you notice? 'Cause everything went wrong. Did you notice?
You can stop right there.
Up into my head.
Because it goes back to the hook. But yeah, that song is definitely about wanting somebody back and just like being replaced and just like getting everything that you wanted. You know what I'm trying to say, but not really receiving it. So yeah, that song definitely a heartbreak song. Like I was going through when I made that song, and Prazus made that shit, and like the whole process making the beat was also dope. I was there to see him like fucking make it and bring it to life, and I just fucking sang what I felt in the moment onto that song. So the song is like self-explanatory.
I feel like I've been through that shit too. I feel like my, without naming names, my Did You Notice was definitely like, that sucks. That's that feeling of like, were most of these songs written about like, you know, your time, I guess, like in that relationship that like, you know, had broken up?
Yeah, that was like,
I think that's assuming so.
yeah, I mean, it was just like a year ago, so like I was still healing, so.
Yeah, I know. No, dude, because you know the thing is, going through a breakup comes with a lot of feelings. I have a breakup song that I made. I had a breakup like album, I think, kind of similar to like this, well, like concept wise, you know. But mine didn't end up never getting finished because COVID hit, and so we lost all the studio time.
Yeah, that era was crazy.
Yeah,
when
it
COVID,
was.
bro. I feel like that's when I really lost myself during COVID, bro.
Yeah, nah. Right before COVID is when I got caught up in my net.
Yeah, bro. Ugh. I mean, but it happens. For me, you learn from it, and like, sometimes you just gotta accept it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's therapeutic too. You know, to write the music too. I mean, it definitely feels great, probably when you're performing and you hear the people like singing back your music and everything.
Like
you know?
hearing everybody sing it, bro. Just like, damn, like, I did that shit, bro. And it's not gonna be that long until I have a stadium fucking singing my shit. You feel me? Like that's the whole plan, and I know I'm gonna get there. But as right now, as my early stages, because I know I'm my early stages, I'm in that, and to know that I'm in the early stage and there's people already singing my lyrics, already shows me that, bro, I'm on the right fucking path, bro.
What up, dog? Before we start moving on to like the next part of the podcast, because I feel like we've been in the trenches this whole time. I feel like I'm like noticing. I'm like, damn, like we're like a little bit more than halfway through this podcast, and we've just been very depressed and emotional.
Yeah, because
What if you want to leave it? So we could move on from like, I mean, obviously we could still talk about the breakup and certain things, but what was the biggest lesson overall you learned from the breakup?
Is to love yourself. I feel like that's one thing. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to like point my whole thing on that breakup, but there's people that are going through it for me. So what I can tell them is that how you deal with it, bro. And the biggest lesson I fucking learned from that is like you need to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself and somebody does something to you, it's gonna hurt 1,000 times more. And during all that, I didn't fucking love myself. I was insecure. But loving yourself is literally the fucking key to being truly happy, bro. And it takes a while to get that kind of thought process. You feel me? You got to really rewire your brain. And I feel like at 22 years old, I realized that loving yourself is definitely like a huge, huge important fucking thing, bro. Mm. So I just learned to love myself, you feel me? And just like always trust in the process, always trust in God's plan. Even if it's some shit that you didn't want, you feel me? But you got to just fucking trust it. And that's why like I may talk about the breakup and the surgeries and shit, because I want to show people that you can get through anything. You feel me? Like I'm currently healing from everything. You feel me? It's just a year ago, so everything's still kind of fresh. but I'm just so focused on my craft and focused on trying to help people that I want them to show that anything's fucking possible, bro. And I will never let nothing get in the way of what the fuck God has for me. You feel me? Like I'm gonna really just keep going forward, and I want people to see that and apply that to their lives, because I feel like my life is definitely gonna be something that's gonna be studied in the future. Because I went through a lot of bullshit young, so and to have this kind of mind I have now, it's gonna inspire people, and that's something I truly want to do. I want to inspire and change the world. So that was the lesson I learned, bro. Is to love yourself and always trust in the process, whether you like it or not. You feel me?
My bad. I just want to let that part of the podcast go. Let's get into some interesting stuff, bro. Let's get into some good stuff. What are some of the best memories you have from starting to do what you do now? Like what was some of your top moments so far, like this year?
This year, man, was definitely the Williams Center. Performing that shit. I fucking love that stage. I love stages that are just like big and just like have like hella lights.
Which time at the Williams Center?
Huh?
Which time? We've been there a couple of times.
Oh no. My first ever Williams Center was the one that we just had, I think September 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Word.
so that show was like a peak moment for me, bro, because like I let everything out on that stage, bro. I feel like people definitely could feel that. But some of the best memories I had like throughout my career, leading up to now.
Yeah, I think this year, because this year was literally like the year of
yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah, this year is definitely way better now. You feel me? But just fucking performing and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like I appreciate every moment. You feel me? But that Williams Center show was just like so fucking surreal to me, because that's the show that everybody was singing like my songs to. But yeah, definitely the Williams Center.
Yeah, because I'm interested to hear your perspective on like the New Jersey music scene, the music scene in general, and like what you're trying to have. Like, I know you're saying to inspire people and everything, and like, you know, not to hate on what you're saying. It's you know, something that, you know, most artists can relate to and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, what is it that you want to be like your next stepping stone and goal? Have you thought about that at all?
I mean, I definitely just want to figure out who I am. You feel me? Like, I definitely still have a lot of growth to do, and I know throughout time everything's just gonna unfold, and I don't really know, to be honest. Wait, I'm like blanking right now. What was the question again?
The question was, what is your next stepping stone and like goal that you're looking forward towards or like working towards?
With my music, bro, I'm trying to fucking be touring soon, bro. Like, I definitely want to do my first tour. I want to touch down on more different states. But that's gonna come with due time, and do more shows and put my name out there and just better myself and figure out like my goal, like figure out what the fuck I'm like doing this for. You feel me? Like, I know why, but I definitely want to fucking keep pushing at it and just learn more. You know what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely.
But yeah, I right now I'm just really focused on just getting better, bro. Like, I don't want to limit myself.
What are your thoughts on the New Jersey music scene?
I think this shit is fucking awesome, bro. Like, a lot of people don't show love out there, bro. I don't even think, like, what else is popping? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but Jersey, since I'm here, everybody shows love. There's always shows going on. There's certain people that don't be showing love, you feel me? But
weirdos.
Nah, bro. There's a lot of people that won't be showing love, bro. But the Jersey music scene is definitely, I feel like we're living in a time where New Jersey is going to be taking over the music scene soon. Like, I strongly believe that. Like, we're literally witnessing it. You know what I'm trying to say? And it all starts here. So there's going to be a lot of people popping off from around us. I promise you, bro. In a couple years, give it a year or two, Jersey artists will be taking over the music scene, bro. And I'm calling that shit right now, bro. Because there's so much talent out here. Everybody supports each other. So what makes you think that all that energy is not going to fucking come back 10 times bigger, bro? Like, I honestly believe that Jersey is definitely, we're living in history right now. And I love Jersey, from like born and raised, my nigga. So to see and to know that we're going to be taking over the music scene, it's a great feeling, bro. And we're literally all witnessing it. I don't think people notice that.
Do you have any favorite things about Jersey that are like not music related?
No.
Damn.
Jersey is just like, I mean, I like partying. Like, I like the parties and the clubs out here, but I feel like music is like the only thing really keeping Jersey, besides sports. You feel me? But Jersey, the music scene is like what's keeping Jersey popping right now. I don't know if it's because I'm in that community,
I mean, that's definitely a big part of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like music is keeping Jersey popping, bro. Not even gonna lie.
If you're looking for the best studio in Jersey to either host your parties, record your music, record a podcast, and just work with great people in the industry, Alpha Wave Studios is the #1 place to go to. Alpha Wave Studios has helped build up MadMinds, has helped build up Ayoo Chill. The brand new home of the podcast is here at Alpha Wave Studios. And I honestly couldn't be happier. The owner, the workers here, all genuinely put in their lives, their heart into everything that they do. And I couldn't work with better people. And honestly, I believe that this stage has the best, or if not one of the best audio systems in Jersey. And with an audio team to match the quality of what they're producing is absolutely insane. So if you're trying to book your next event, if you're trying to host a show, if you're trying to record a podcast, record some music, record a music video, Alpha Wave Studios is the place to do it. So tap in with Alpha Wave Studios on Instagram. You can also do bookings through their website as well. Alpha Wave Studios. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast. Any big lessons you've learned this year about like your performance, or just like, you know, maybe something that you wish you would have known last year?
I mean, I'm still like figuring out my performance. I'm still struggling with like catching my breath and shit because of surgery. So I got to keep working on that. But I'm open to fucking like understanding like what to do. You feel me? When it comes to performing, I know there's a lot of lessons that are gonna be learned. You feel me? And I'm currently going through like, oh bro, like that one time, bro, my voice cracked on the underground show. Like, like that was a lesson because like I needed it told me that, bro, start taking care of yourself more. You know what I'm trying to say? And that was a bad lesson, bro. Fuck that shit, bro.
Was that your like most embarrassing moment kind of performing?
Yes. After that shit happened, bro, I fucking hid, bro. Like people were like, yo, where's Envy? Yo, I'm like back there like, yo, did that shit really just happen? But like to warm up, like I need to start warming up before, because sometimes I just fucking just be raw dogging it, bro.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I would never get up on stage and sing without warming up.
Yeah.
Unless I was put on the spot. You know, sometimes the worst part about being a singer is to sing at your best, you need to warm up. There's just no excuse. And I think it's in general for any performer, no matter what you're doing. Even like sports, you don't just run onto the field, you do your warm-ups. Very rarely will I do a performance I like without warming up. And it sucks being the opera guy, because
They're fucking amazing though, bro.
People, well, thank you, but like, you know, people are like, "Oh, can you do some right now?" Even last night, someone came up to me. He's like, "Oh, dude, you're Ayoo Chill." I'm like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "Can we get some? We're gonna get some Nessun Dorma tonight." I'm like, "Nah." Like, come on, just a little bit. And I'm like, it's tough, you know what I mean? We all come from different, like, you know, looks and how music is and stuff. And it's funny. I've actually got into some interesting conversations even with like Turk about like performing and like how I feel about certain stuff. Because sometimes I don't like doing everything just like, you know, willy nilly and stuff. I like to make sure I have the right place and time and equipment. Sometimes I won't perform at a venue just because I don't like their audio system.
Nah, bro. I feel like, yeah, I've dealt with certain venues like that too.
Yeah, like, or if I don't feel like the audio equipment is gonna make me sound like how I need to be sounded, like, you know, it's just like, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, that was definitely like a big lesson, is to like start warming up.
Where are some of the favorite places that you've performed at this year?
Alpha Wave and Williams Center.
But besides them, away from MadMinds, not to hate on Turk. I love you, Turk. But
I mean, those are
like,
the shows I've been doing as of lately. The other shows I've done, they weren't really that good. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like we have the best shows. So, yeah, I've tried other venues and other spots. It just don't hit, bro.
Turk is drooling right now listening to this. He heard that. He's like, "Oh yeah, brother."
Now I'm being like genuinely honest, bro. I've performed for certain places. It just like the vibes aren't there. There's no love in that room. You know what I'm trying to say? Niggas say he's drooling.
A little bit. I know how he be. What else can we know about you, Envy? Is there anything that's been on your mind, something that we didn't talk about yet?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't. I feel like I definitely skipped a lot. You feel me? Because like I'm being put on the spot. And
Yeah, no, I've been trying to kind of keep a check on it. What do you want to run back to?
I kind of want to run back on growing up. You feel me? Like
Awesome. Let's talk about that.
like growing up. I was born on January 31st. I was a twin with my brother. My father was around, but he ended up getting arrested when I was like probably like 2, 3, 4. So I have like no recollection of my father, bro. So we were living in PA, and just I found out he was like a most wanted, like, and he got like taken away from us, and I've never seen him since. You feel me? So I feel like there's definitely a lot of people that are fatherless, and I feel like being fatherless, you miss out on a certain aspect in your life. Because I feel like if I truly had a father, I definitely would have been more hardworking. I would have been more disciplined. Because that's like one of my struggles. You feel me? Like I'm open with that, and like it was kind of hard. You feel me? Like, and I realize it now that I missed a very important part of my life. You know what I'm trying to say? Like once they took him away.
What do you think you've lost from not having your father around?
I just feel like it, like not to disrespect my mom, but like I feel like being raised by a woman, she was my mom and dad, you know, but like she was like emotional. You feel me? That made me very emotional growing up, and I'm like, I feel like that was a huge problem because it made me like way more depressed when something bad happened. You know what I'm trying to say? Because like I just grew up around like a woman. You feel me? And like she was emotional. Because she went through a lot during that. Like, we lost everything after they took him away. Like I said, we were living in PA. Once he got locked up, bro, we were, like, basically homeless. So, just being with that, it just made me emotional growing up. You feel me?
Word up. And how do you deal with that today? Like, I guess back is music. Everything comes back to music, and that's how you deal with everything. Cope, performing.
Yeah, I mean, but my brothers, they're not really emotional, bro. Like, them, I don't know how, you feel me? But like me, I'm just different, bro. Like, I'm a very emotional guy, and things hit me harder than usual. So just not having a father, I feel like I missed out on just like getting told about depression, getting told about certain things that we're supposed to learn about. I had to figure everything out, like kind of by myself, like head on, you know. But yeah, so we struggled a lot with that. Really kind of poor growing up. But I feel like going through that too, bro, it's just like it makes you way more appreciative, bro. And like I said, my mom did all she could for us, and like I appreciate her for that. And I realized that there's a lot of people, like, I don't know, bro. I just got high one day, and like I really thought about it. I was like, my mom isn't just my mom, bro. She's an actual person. You know what I'm trying to say? And like she's doing all this for us. So it just made me just like appreciate her so much more, and like it's inspiring to see how much she got through everything despite all that happened, to like maintaining us and keeping everything balanced. Like it was kind of hard, you feel me? Like we had our arguments, everybody does, but like she showed me that like to always just like, trust the process too, bro.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
How do you feel like your family feels about your full album now? Like, did you show them all the songs?
And they're probably getting tired of that shit, bro. I play that shit every day, bro. Like because like I'm so proud of it, you know. You feel me? Like I put a lot into that album. Like I transferred all that fucking dark energy from last year into that shit, and I play it all the time. They literally heard me recording it in my room because I make music on my phone, so they hear me just recording in my room and bringing it to life. And I'm the type of motherfucker that like if I like a song, I don't know if it's just me, but like I make a song and I'll be bumming that shit for like 3-4 weeks straight. You feel me? And that's like what every song. So I kind of replay it a lot for them, and I know they get tired of it.
What's next in the world of envy when it comes to music? Can the listeners expect some happier music?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. I had to let go of everything that happened. You feel me? Like I had to transfer all that with this album, but now I'm definitely gonna be touching a whole different like era. Like I want to start rapping now, doing more hype shit, like mosh pit music. That's something that's definitely to come. You feel me? Because everything in the past is gone. You feel me? But now I'm just so focused on my future and my successes and what I want to do. So I feel like I'm definitely gonna be in a whole different era. Yeah, I'll drop some sad songs here and there, but it's not gonna be like repetitive. Like I definitely want to experiment and do different sounds. Like I definitely want to try to finish shit eventually down the line. I want to definitely do like, I definitely want to do like rap, bro. Like I definitely need to do that, get some hype shit. You feel me? Because a lot
Like
of my
rap
songs
rap?
are sad. Huh?
Like rap, like really going into it deep.
Yeah, bro. I want to do like some fucking like old school rap shit. I want to do like today's kind of rap. Like I don't know. I just want to try it all. You feel me? I just my music leading up to this moment is obviously very depressive because I went through a lot, but this year has been nothing but happiness and success, and it's gonna show on my music for this next chapter in my life and this next chapter in my fucking career.
So we talked a lot about you on the podcast today. We're coming pretty close towards the end. I figured we'd kind of take this time to kind of talk about, you know, the people that you rock with in the community, what artists you like that are coming out of Jersey, like the stuff that you're into and the people that you like.
Like artists that like inspired me.
Yeah, artists that inspire you, but like, you know, like within the community, without the community, and like, you know.
So my biggest inspirations right now are Young Blood, of Falling in Reverse. Like Ronnie Radke, I think he's fucking dope as hell.
Young Blood's dope, bro. I
Yo,
love
bro.
Young Blood. He's cool. He's
Like,
really cool.
God willing, I get the chance to have that kind of fan base, bro. I want to treat my fans just like that, bro. Like it's like seeing that shit is just like that's the shit that keeps people connected, bro. And like they'll always support you. You feel me? Just showing that love because they're giving you. Like he's literally giving it back, and that's why they all love him so much, and that's why he's so successful. And that's like a very huge inspiration currently for me right now. Also X, Long Live X, Juice WRLD. Like those four, Young Blood, Falling in Reverse, X and Juice WRLD. Those are like my main like inspirations, bro. And like it kind of shows like with my music. You feel me? Like I like sad boy music.
What about artists in the New Jersey community?
Oh man, Suge. Shout out Suge, Misfit, C's, Rolla. You feel me? Like Rolla's like, yo, shout out Rolla, bro. I love that girl. Like she's fucking tough as hell. She be rapping and shit. And I definitely got to get a song with her. I feel like she would definitely bring that rap shit out of me. Misfit would definitely take that like that boom bap, like classic rap out of me. I gotta work with them. You feel me? Shout out you guys, bro. I love you out of death. But those four right now are just like so tough. And Suge, you feel me? Like we're on the same page. You feel me? Like we make sad boy music, but I don't do that hype shit like him. You feel me? Like I definitely want to like I'm gonna definitely have a hype song with Suge. Let Me Love You was already a fucking hit. Mm-hmm. But this hype shit that I'm gonna work on is definitely gonna fucking, it's gonna be different, bro. Like I could find inspiration through all of them. You feel me? But yeah, those are like my top four right now. I probably can't think right now. So there's definitely a bunch of people that like do inspire me, but those are like the first four that come to mind right now.
Well, Mr. Ivory, I think we covered a lot of things today. We obviously could cover many things in the future as well.
Yeah.
But I think that you got the majority out of what you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Growing up, you know, the effects of the album, how you got there. Is there anything else that you want to tell the people, share, talk about before we start closing up?
Yeah. Definitely keeping God first with whatever you do. I want you guys to know that no matter what happens in your life, how you really do deal with it determines like where your destiny is, and to always keep in mind that whatever bad happens, you got to just realize that it's all part of your story. Like once you view life like that and you understand that all the bad things that happen to you are meant to happen for a reason, you'll find peace in that. And I feel like having a mind like that, you'll be way more happier. Love yourself always, keep God first, and just like always keep always be grounded. You feel me? Because like we're human. Sometimes we lose track. You feel me? But I definitely want you guys to know how important it is to take control of your thoughts and that little voice you have in your head. Because I feel like people sleep on how powerful that is. You feel me? Because like if you think about something, it creates an emotion, and to me, emotions are vibrations, and you're just gonna sink lower if you focus on like the bad things in your life. So there's always something good with whatever you're going through, and you just gotta fucking realize that. You feel me? But it takes time. It's not gonna change in over a day. I know somebody watching this is probably with a heavy heart, insecure. Things do get better, and you need to always trust in the process, and to not always like don't try and be a victim. You feel me? Because like I feel like if you be a victim, bro, like, and you keep focusing on the bad things, bro, that's all you're gonna attract in your life. You know what I'm trying to say? You need to just like brush it off and just take that shit to the chin and just keep pushing forward. You know what I'm trying to say? And I want my life to be that. I want to show people that. And obviously in a couple years, I'm gonna be touring. I'm definitely gonna be fucking selling out stadiums. I'm gonna have an amazing fan base. Like I could feel it in my heart. Like I could tear saying that, but I could feel it in my heart that I'm gonna have all that. But I just want people to know that it's very important how you talk to yourself, bro. You feel me? And just love yourself always. And that's definitely something I'm gonna stand for. God is always there, and I'm literally gonna have that same mindset until like I pass on. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm definitely gonna be doing this shit forever. Like I want to die doing music. You feel me? Like I want to create something that changes people's lives. Cause it happened to me. You feel me? Like, for example, X, Juice WRLD, like they helped me a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's possible, and I want to be that for this next generation. Cause in the next generation, there's gonna be artists popping off, and by then, bro, I definitely want to be somebody that the youth look up to. You feel me? Cause there's like, I'm definitely inspired by X and Juice, and they kept me like grounded too, bro. I was kind of like raised by music in a way. You feel me? Like I said, I never had a dad.
Absolutely.
But music fucking raised me, and I want to be that for the next generation. And I feel like the people I do look up to, I know I supported the right people, like X and Juice. I know they're not here, but they definitely impacted my life, and I want to do what they did, change the world.
Mr. Envy.
Yo, you stupid, bro.
Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having
appreciate
me,
you so
bro.
much, dog. Thank you for sharing all those stories. I know it's kind of hard to share some of that, but we appreciate you, dog.
Yeah.
Now's the time to let the people know where they can find you, any shout outs, any plugs, social media. Now's the time to look at the camera. Actually, look at this camera
This one. All right, so
and let them know.
on all platforms, just search up Envy. On Instagram, Envy is dead. I want to shout out Ayoo Chill for hosting this fucking podcast, bro. I'm so thankful. I'm so appreciative of you, bro, for allowing me to just tell my story. Shout out MadMinds. Shout out Prazu. Shout out the Black Heart Society crew. We're going to be taking over soon, definitely. And yeah, Envy on all platforms.
And you already know what it is. Ayoo Chill, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you find your podcasts. Check out Ayoo Chill Studios. I'll be posting up some videos on there that relate with the New Jersey music community and silliness and such. Definitely tap in with MadMinds. We got our residency here at Alpha Wave Studios. First Wednesday of every month is MadMinds Live. We have a bunch of bigger shows. MadMinds Takeover. October 26th, we'll be taking over for Misfits album release party and Sly Rick's birthday
Shout out
party
Misfit.
at the
Happy
Underground
birthday, Rick.
in Somerville. We also have Mad Minds November 7th at the Williams Center in Rutherford, headlining for the first time Bobby Shmurda.
Crazy.
Get your tickets at williamscenter.com, I believe. You can also check out with all of our events here at madmindstakeover.com. You can also buy your merch for Ayoo Chill at AYOOChill.com. Come and support the music. Come and support the love and come support the community. Mr. Envy, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Oh, and last shout out to Alpha Wave Studios for making this possible.
Shout
the new
out.
home of Ayoo Chill Podcast.
Awesome.
Envy, that's it, brother. Let's get out of here.
Facts. Thank you.